The woman they never noticed became the one who would change his life forever. He was a billionaire, alone in a world of success, drowning in his empire. But when he invited me, his assistant, to a prestigious gala, everyone laughed. They didn't see me as more than a helper. But when I walked in, everything changed. Ethan Reed, a lonely billionaire, never thought he'd need anyone by his side, especially not his assistant. But one day, when he invited her to a prestigious charity ball, things changed. Sophie, his assistant, was hesitant, unsure why he would want her there. She wasn't the typical glamorous woman Ethan was used to. Still, she couldn't deny the invitation intrigued her. After all, they had worked together for years, and she understood his business better than anyone else. The night of the ball, Sophie arrived, nervous and out of place in the high society world. Her eyes darted nervously as Ethan's friends laughed and whispered about her, wondering what she was doing there. They didn't see her the way Ethan did. But something shifted as the evening went on. Sophie wasn't just Ethan's assistant anymore, she was someone with sharp business insight. As the night unfolded, Ethan's friends started to listen. Sophie's knowledge impressed them all, making Ethan proud of the woman she had become, not just in the office, but in this glamorous, unfamiliar world. Weeks passed, and despite Ethan's gruff exterior, something changed. He found himself looking at Sophie differently, not just as his assistant but as someone who could stand beside him in every sense. One day, he pulled her aside and confessed, "Sophie, I've realized something. You've become more than just an assistant to me. You've become a partner." At first, Sophie wasn't sure how to respond. Was she ready for a relationship that blurred the lines between business and personal? But as the months went on, their connection grew. Ethan didn't just see her as an assistant, he saw her as an equal. She wasn't just helping with business anymore, she was shaping it, leading it alongside him. But their relationship faced a test. At an important business dinner, Ethan invited Sophie to accompany him, and the moment she stepped into the ballroom, all eyes turned. She wasn't the woman anyone had expected. Gone were the sensible suits and minimal makeup, she looked elegant and poised in a stunning green gown. Ethan's friends were taken aback. They didn't know how to handle this new side of Sophie. She was no longer just his assistant, she was a force in her own right. As the night progressed, something shifted in Ethan. He was used to the cold business world, but Sophie made him see everything differently. Her insights, her passion for community, and her ability to hold her own in any conversation, he was captivated. It wasn't long before Ethan realized he was falling for her. Their professional relationship had evolved into something deeper, something real. And by the end of the night, it wasn't just about business anymore, it was about two people who had found something meaningful in each other. The next few months were a whirlwind. Ethan and Sophie worked together more closely than ever, not just on business projects but on life. They had become partners, not only in business but in everything. Sophie's perspective on the world had changed Ethan, and Ethan's unexpected kindness had made Sophie see him in a new light. What started as a simple invitation to a ball had turned into a partnership, both professionally and personally. One evening, after a long day of meetings, Ethan turned to Sophie and said, "I never imagined I'd find someone who could challenge me, someone who could push me to be better in both my work and my personal life. Sophie, you've changed everything." Sophie looked at him, her heart racing. "And you've made me see that there's more to life than work. It's about finding someone who sees you for who you really are." With each passing day, their bond grew stronger, and soon, the line between business and personal was gone. They had become a team, and nothing could stand in their way. The lonely billionaire had found someone who could not only keep up with him in business but also make him feel truly alive. And together, they were ready to take on the world.